Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Reviews from the Clubhouse. As always, brought to you by Clubhouse Films. We're your host, Chance McDuffie, and
I am the Bicentennial Man.
Wow.
Hello, Chance. How are you?
I'm great.
Good.
Yeah, so it's Wednesday, June 30th.
Yes.
We're recording this right after the Tropic Thunder review.
Yep, and what a great movie it was.
Yeah, here we are.
Yep.
No news again because it's the same day.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Get out of here.
Yeah, the 30th.
And yeah, I'm on my honeymoon this week, so
yeah,
we're recording this ahead of time. Chance and I got married very close to each other.
Yeah, I got married 2 months ago.
Yep. Originally, it was supposed to be Chance was getting married one day, like Saturday, and I was getting married Sunday.
Literally the day before.
Yeah.
Yeah. But now here we are.
Here we are.
Couple of married spuds. Living the dream.
And I can already tell you, married life is swell. And you can quote me on that.
Yeah, it's fucking peaches and gravy.
Peaches and gravy?
Yeah.
Ew. That sounds disgusting.
Thank you.
What is it? Peaches and onions and holes? You ever seen that movie?
Yeah, not in a long time.
I think it's
Madame
Peaches and Onions.
Zeroni.
That's the song that he sings when she carries her up the mountain. Or he's supposed to. God, I can't remember.
I worked
used
with
to
this
sing it
guy,
all
bro.
the
He
time.
was so obsessed with that movie. He's like, you like movies? Holes is a good movie. He would always talk about Holes. Like that was like the pinnacle of cinema.
Oh my
And I'm
God,
like,
that's
yeah,
awesome.
I mean,
Charlie
it's
Buster
all right.
won an Oscar.
You're a movie guy, right? You like Holes?
It's one sentence. Yeah.
Yeah, like what? I mean, I guess.
Sure. I mean, it's a fine movie. Sure, for
That's
Disney
just
Channel.
too damn bad.
I'm tired, Grandpa.
That's one of my favorite things to say. That's just too damn bad.
Fuck. But we're not here to talk about Holes. We're here to talk about Christopher Nolan's second film, Insomnia.
Doom, doom. Yeah.
Dun-dun.
So, Insomnia, directed by Christopher Nolan, made on a budget of about 46 mil. It grossed about 113 mil worldwide. It's about two LA homicide detectives who are dispatched to northern Alaska, where the sun doesn't set, and they're here to investigate the methodical murder of a young local teen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, stars what's his name? Al Pacino,
Yep.
Robin Williams, and
Yep.
Hilary Swank.
Yes.
Yeah, I'd never seen this movie until yesterday,
Same.
and I thoroughly enjoyed this movie. Like, I'm a sucker for like crime cop thrillers.
Yeah.
And
Especially ones that deal with murder.
First off the bat, Al Pacino's performance in this movie is great. So
You
it's
think
titled
so?
it's titled Insomnia because I mean he's not sleeping. He's got so much on his mind, and plus he's in Alaska where the sun doesn't set.
Right.
And it's hard for him to sleep. And what really stood out to me is that you feel how tired he is through the movie, and you can see it in his eyes. Like and especially towards the end, like the way he speaks, he like I heard this thing like when you're acting tired, you don't like if you're portraying if your character's supposed to be tired, you're not acting tired, you're trying to stay awake.
Right.
So you're doing things to keep yourself awake, whether it is like when he's blinking repeatedly and he's trying to like focus his eyes, or he's trying to like drown out all the background noise that kind of gets him into that like drowsy state, like when he's driving.
Yes.
And he gets hypnotized by the windshield wipers. So like my previous job as a driver, they tell you to check your mirrors like every 5 seconds, so because it's very easy for you to just watch the road and then get hypnotized by the road and kind of like just zone out and potentially fall asleep. So if your eyes are always moving, if you're always checking your mirrors and shit like that, it keeps you a little bit sharper.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
I did not think his performance was amazing. I agree that I think later towards the film when he's driving and he's looking at his windshield wipers and even when he's like in the like the police headquarters and they're talking to him and he like zones out a bunch. I think that's really good, but I don't know. I didn't think, he's a fantastic actor, no doubt.
Yeah, like, no, I'm not saying like this was like an Academy Award level performance.
Sure, yeah.
But
I thought he was
I
good.
thought he was pretty good in this movie.
Yeah.
He was believable as
right.
What's his name? Will Dormer?
Will something.
Will Dormer.
Yeah.
Because I thought it was Dahmer for a minute.
Yeah.
I was like, what?
Yeah. Haven't you ever heard of his brother, Jeffrey?
Nope.
Yeah.
Never heard of him.
No? Oh, cool. Yeah, it was pretty good. The first note I made was, boy, Christopher Nolan sure does like titles within in it, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Inception, Interstellar,
Yeah, but
Insomnia.
no, what's cool, what I like about Nolan is that, like, with his movies, you don't get a title card till the end, typically.
Yeah.
And this one, it's in the beginning.
Yeah.
So I was like, ooh, this is different.
Yeah.
And just from the very beginning, I was locked in when we see the plane flying over those mountains.
Yeah.
And, just the way it looked, it was fucking beautiful. And then we go from the mountains to the woods, and we get from the woods to like all the fog, and
I love how
like
that's all
we're kind
real.
of going into this foggy state.
Yeah.
Because our character is in such a foggy state because he's not sleeping.
Ooh.
And I like how the plane. Yeah, like it's Nolan, man.
Chance,
That's
picking
why
up on that.
I love Nolan, and
Would you say he's your favorite director?
I don't think I have a single favorite director. I have a list of favorite directors. He's definitely on that list.
Yeah.
But there's something about the way he shoots his movies. Like it always feels strategic, and like you could tell how methodical and how thought out and meticulous each shot is.
Yeah, I'd agree
Like he
with that.
specifically wants you looking right here every time, like in every shot. I don't know, I feel that it feels so technical.
Yeah.
And that's what I really like about him. And I was telling you earlier, like the chase sequences when he's chasing them through the rocks and it's all foggy and shit, and they cut from like their feet to them running, and then like the way he cuts between there, it really got my adrenaline going, and it made me anxious because I'm like somebody's like he's gonna fall, and then eventually he does when he's chasing him over the logs, and he falls in the water. And I don't know, just the way those things were shot. No, I love the scene where they're questioning the boyfriend, Randy or Randall, whatever it is, when he's in the school, and the kid's like "fuck you," and he
pulls him close.
That scene.
That's one of my notes. Yeah,
that was great.
That's a great like intimidation tactic, but also it came across really funny.
Yeah.
So I only have one thing that I didn't really like, and it goes back to like the editing style. I love the editing style of like the chase scenes and stuff like that. The only thing I didn't love was like there's one specific time where they're in like the police headquarters, and I lost my train of thought. What was I saying?
Police station?
Yeah, they're in the police station, and they're showing close-ups of papers or something of like, the case report, and you quickly cut into the paper, and then it quickly cuts out. It's like really jarring, or they're tossing something into the trash can. It's the only time that I thought it didn't really work, but then like you can do the same method for like the chase scenes, and it really does work. That's my only gripe.
So you remember the scene where he takes the gun and he shoots that dead? That was, what was that? A cat?
Wolf, dog, I don't know.
So when he shoots that dead thing, when he puts the gloves on, and he the way, because there was a lot of quick cuts when he pulls the gloves out, when he puts them on, he pulls the knife out, and blah blah blah, and the way that cut, I could feel the urgency behind what he was doing.
Yeah, now that's really good.
I really appreciated that. Yeah. Like it was so fast moving. I felt like I was standing right there. Yeah. Like I felt like I was Pacino, and I'm like, fuck, I gotta hurry up and do this.
Going back to that log scene, I have like a writing note. It's like he didn't write this one.
No.
But I love the way it's written in the sense of like I love how they're in Alaska, and it's set in this rural area where they could have set it in a city like Anchorage. But they use their environment in the story perfectly. Like they're running, instead of running through a city and like hopping over fences and climbing between buildings, they're like running on logs because, that's got to be like a log,
timber.
A timber place. I think that's really great. I think that's a great use of that environment. And Obi is bringing in dog toys left and right. If you don't know, Chance has a dog named Obi.
Yeah, after Obi-Wan Kenobi himself.
That's right.
Yeah, I loved Hilary Swank's character in this movie.
Yeah.
I appreciated that there was no like love interest in this movie.
Yeah, there isn't.
There didn't really need to be.
No. They were just good coworkers. I mean,
I had no idea what this movie was about. I knew it was about two detectives, and I was telling you earlier, like by the time we get to Robin Williams' character, when we actually see his face, where Pacino breaks into his apartment and oh yeah, spoilers by the way. Breaks into his apartment and finds that picture of him. I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot Robin Williams is in this. So I'm like, oh, so he's the murderer. I'm like, okay, cool. And
never seen him as like a bad guy before.
Yeah, me neither. And
good performance.
Yeah, I mean he's Academy Award winner. So
for this film?
No. For
just
Good Will Hunting.
Yeah. Yes, yeah.
So I knew he was a great dramatic actor, but I don't know. This movie was so different, and especially once we get into like Act 2, after he accidentally kills his partner. And he's basically like, "Yeah, man, I didn't mean to kill that girl just as much as you didn't mean to kill your partner," and blah blah blah. And I'm like, how the fuck can you beat somebody to death
for 10 minutes?
For 10 minutes by accident.
Yeah.
That means you're beating the shit out of them for 10 minutes straight.
Right. Yeah, I did not see his partner getting killed coming at all.
Yeah, when he pulls the backup weapon out and shoots him, I'm like, wow, this dude's fucking
First of all,
Walker,
he's packing.
Texas Ranger.
But second of all, damn.
Fuck me. He shot him one time. Just shot him right in the chest.
Yeah. Pinpoint accuracy.
Yeah, he was quick on the draw.
He sure was.
But what do you kill? He killed him with a Walther?
Walther, yeah, 9mm, yeah. Yeah, I love the use of like the flashbacks, the way he did, some of the stuff like when Al Pacino is looking at photographs of the girl who's dead, we see like little flashes of like her laughing or giggling, and she's in her dress, or she's in her necklace. Like they're showing us important things. We may not know it at the time, but we see like what he's looking at.
Yeah, Nolan talks about that there was some interview he was doing. He was talking about how he loves insert shots, and he does that a lot in his movies.
He does a lot, yeah. And, which can be played to death, but
yeah, but I feel like it's the safest way to make sure your audience isn't getting lost.
Yeah, I would agree.
Like you do these insert shots so people go, oh, okay, I know where I am, or I know what he's doing, or like you're piecing it together. You feel like you're piecing it together with Pacino.
Yeah,
or like with the characters.
Yeah, that's always fun because then you put yourself in the shoes of the detective, and the audience can like really have a good time and have fun watching it. I noticed one little thing on the police force. They had an indigenous person there. Like I thought that was really cool. Like because a lot of Alaskan natives, obviously live in Alaska still. I like how they integrated, someone like that. I thought that was really cool. I didn't have a lot of notes, because which I think is a good thing for this film, because I was like really engrossed in it, and I just wanted to keep watching it.
Do you think he killed his partner on purpose?
No, I don't think so.
I don't think so.
How could he have?
I don't think. He just saw someone,
right? And he assumed that it was.
He saw someone with a gun,
right?
Yeah, but yeah. Plus, it was all foggy.
Should he have reacted that way? God, I don't know. That's that gray area.
He'd have been screwed though because of that internal affairs thing that was going on. It looked really bad.
For sure, it did.
But I mean,
should he have told them? Yeah,
yes, for sure. He should have.
I didn't. Yeah, his motives aren't, probably not there. But, yeah, we talked about that underwater scene before recording. It's really great when he falls under the logs. The sound design for that.
Like, oh shit! Like I'm one of those people, especially if I'm home by myself, which I was. I'm very audible when I'm watching a movie. My jaw dropped a couple of times.
Really?
Yeah. Especially at the end when
was that a cat?
No, that was Obi.
That was Obi?
When Hilary Swank shows up to get those letters from Robin Williams, and he fucking socks her out, and then he takes her gun. Like when he punched her, I was like, I knew something was going on.
Yeah.
But he punched her, and I was like, fuck.
Yeah.
And like now she's.
I thought
she got out of that situation pretty quickly.
Yeah, she did. Yeah, she's resilient. I'm sorry, I have notes here. The writing of the story is brilliant. What a great use of a twist. Very good work. That's what I have written down.
Yeah, it was very different. Like I was like halfway through when my wife got home, and I was like this movie's pretty good. It was pretty different. Because like when they're on the ferry and they're talking,
right? He's like collaborating with the murderer.
He's like,
no. Different.
Yeah, and he's basically telling him how to get away with it.
Yeah,
because I mean, at this point, he's got him by the balls.
Right, but like, why would he? Yeah. Oh my God, if I was in his situation, even if I was being investigated by IA, I don't think I would I don't think I would cover up the murder because he's like, you see the torment that he went through. I think his only redemption is going to be telling the truth.
Yeah. And I like that Swank kind of kept the secret at the end.
Yeah, she was going to first of all, what a way it ends.
Yeah.
Literally just her standing over his body.
Yeah, he said, let me sleep.
Powerful.
Yeah,
Pretty powerful, yeah.
I was like, damn.
Yeah.
But
hard stuff.
My whole thing is, in movies, I hate when we don't see a definitive dead body. Because that always means that they could still be alive.
They leave it open.
So like Williams he's in the water for a minute and then he looks back and he's gone.
Right.
So I'm like, did he sink? Did he? Because I mean, he was just floating there for a while.
Well, let's say
he got shot in the stomach.
Yeah.
With a double barrel
fucking
shotgun.
Yeah. And it's probably buckshot too.
I'm quite sure he's dead. Yeah, he was fucking blowing holes in the side of the house. But
and let's go off on a tangent here. Let's say he wasn't dead, and let's say he was, passed out after he got shot
with his
from
eyes
exhaustion.
wide open.
Yeah. And he sank in that water that's probably like negative 10 or 20 degrees. He would have died from hypothermia.
For sure.
Yeah.
And
so
with the blood loss.
Right. Yeah. I'm pretty
Quite
positive
sure,
he's dead. Yeah.
But
knowing Nolan, you never know, man. He could make a
He just won't even answer you. Is he dead?
I don't know.
You tell me.
What do you think? Yeah. Inception is a great.
This is like one of the only movies that he's done. It's probably because he didn't write this that actually ends
right
as a definitive ending.
Probably, yeah, because he didn't write it. Yeah, I'd agree with that.
But I mean, I haven't seen Dunkirk. I don't know how Dunkirk.
Oh,
ends.
dude, Dunkirk! I can't wait to talk about that one. I really enjoyed it. I have one last note, really. What? That doesn't. Good use of sound design when he first steps back in the office after switching the bullets. Don't know what that means. I have one last note, which is just kind of like a great attention to detail by Christopher Nolan and the production team, is that when they're interrogating Robin Williams, the interrogation table is all dusty because they rarely ever use it. It's like one of the first murders in this town's history.
I didn't notice that.
It was great. It was filthy and rarely ever used. It was really cool. So I think a great attention to detail to production design can really sell your film and the vision you're going for. And I really enjoyed that. That was really cool. That's my last note that I had. Like I said, I didn't have too much to say about this film. One, because it's almost 20 years old, and everyone's probably already talked about it to death.
Yeah.
But
executive produced by George Clooney and Steven Soderbergh, which is pretty cool.
Oh, someone's calling me. It's my sister.
I think it's interesting. Out of all the heavy hitters in the industry, Nolan's pretty much worked with all of them.
A lot, yeah.
But yeah, this movie was an unexpected gem. My expectations were already high because it's Nolan. I don't know if that's fair or not.
I'm glad
I've never watched a Nolan
flop.
movie. Don't get me wrong. I like Interstellar, and it's not a perfect movie. I like The Dark Knight. It's not a perfect movie. But I've never watched any of Nolan's movies and been disappointed.
Yeah. That's good.
But, I mean, that just says a lot about him as a filmmaker.
Definitely.
Like Tarantino. Like, people say that Once Upon a Time in Hollywood's not one of his best. I really like that movie. That movie's hilarious to me.
I've still only seen it once.
I love Cliff and Rick's dynamic.
Yeah.
I think Cliff Booth is my favorite Tarantino character.
Really?
Yeah, I just love him. He's just so smooth. But that being said, it's still a good movie.
Yeah.
Like, it's not a bad movie by any
Definitely.
means. It might be a little bit long, but
yeah, it is. It is definitely a little long.
it's like 2 hours and 45 minutes.
Yeah, but still enjoyable.
Yeah, that's neither here nor there.
Yeah. Anyways,
I really
we were
enjoyed
talking
this
about Insomnia, and we go off on our tangents like we always do. Yeah, it's really good. I had no clue what it was about, but I thoroughly enjoyed it. I think everyone should check it out.
Yeah, I started reading the synopsis and it said 2 detectives, and I was like, I'm in, and I stopped reading.
Makes us kind of want to do our own detective thing again, huh?
It does.
Someday, my
It's so
friend.
hard to write.
Someday.
Like, what I appreciate about detective thriller is just like the clues and the whole investigative part of it is what I really like.
Yeah.
You always got your flawed, damaged detective. Like, he had been hurt previously. You know, he had that scar on his neck.
Right, which never was explained, I don't think.
He had been shot before, and he's got his own demons or whatever, but,
Yeah.
I mean, he's good at his job. He's not always working by the books. It's that cliche cop theme, but it's more so about how it's executed, I
Yeah,
feel.
because it is definitely a cliche. You're
Because,
right.
I mean, like, what can you really do with the crime cop thriller genre that hasn't already been done? But it's mainly about execution,
right.
and just your plot. Like, it's a pretty bare bones plot. It's just the twist that kind of like
Right.
that makes you go, oh,
Nolan
so that's
and
what
his
sets
twist.
this apart. Yeah, but
So that's our review. I gave it a solid 8 out of 10.
I'll give it a solid. You should definitely watch this.
Definitely.
All right. Well, I watch list is gonna be the same.
Yes,
This is the same
exactly the same. Yeah.
So probably by now I am on season 5.
No.
Season
You're
6.
on season 6.
Probably. I'm probably on season 6 of True Blood.
We'll check it after I get back.
There's only 7 seasons, so I might be done
Oh
by
my
the time. Just shotgun the whole thing, because like this past weekend, we went and hung out with my sister-in-law and her boyfriend, and my wife's like, I just want to sit home, because it was like gloomy that day and like cloudy. She's like, it's a nice spooky day. She's like, I want to sit at home and watch True Blood all day. And I'm like, yeah, let's go meet your sister for lunch. And we were there for pretty much all day. But
Awesome.
yeah, that's probably what we're gonna do this weekend. Yeah, because it's 4th of July weekend, so
Yeah.
I think tomorrow is her last day at work for the week.
Nice.
For the week, it's
Cool.
either tomorrow or Thursday.
Well, because it lands on a Saturday, so she probably gets Friday off.
I think tomorrow is her last day at work.
Cool.
So
So she gets Thursday and Friday off?
yeah,
Damn, that's cool.
yeah.
Lucky.
But yeah, look at me, I'm just home all day.
But you're working?
Yeah, dude, I did laundry yesterday. Oh my god,
Oh, man. Tell
I
me
hate
about
doing
it.
laundry. I hate it.
Oh, we're getting into the boring territory.
Yeah, and then my wife's side of the closet is like color coded, and if I put her clothes up, I'm like, oh my god. She's like, if you're not gonna put it back right, just don't put it back at all. And I'm like, all right. And then if I don't
Okay.
put it back, you're like,
You're
why
gonna
didn't
get
you put my
yelled
clothes
at,
away? But anyway,
Oh, my God.
good times. So yeah, we'll see where I am with True Blood.
I can't wait.
And she's like, what are we gonna watch after this? And I really want her to watch Daredevil, because the chick that plays Karen
Yeah,
is in True Blood. And I'm like, oh.
That's one of the shows I've been like studying, because we've got we've talked about it a couple times. We've got a film coming up that's shooting on August 1st. It's very much like he's kind of like this. I wrote him to kind of be like this superhero kind of character, and but along the lines of like Daredevil. So I've been like really studying Daredevil and the fights in that show specifically.
My friend
It's
and
fantastic.
we were watching The Defenders, and we watched Iron Fist versus Daredevil. And I'm like, this dude Iron Fist trained on an island for 15 years to be a master of kung fu, and he gets his ass whooped by a blind man. Like, Daredevil beat his ass.
Cool though.
And like, I love the way he fights, because it's
Daredevil?
not just one style of fighting, and it's mixed martial arts, of course, but like, I feel like that doesn't even justify like how he fights, because
Right.
it's a mixture of like boxing and
Because his dad was a boxer,
and
so
I don't know, man. He just, I want to be able to beat somebody's ass the way Daredevil does, like legitimately.
yeah,
But
it'd be pretty cool. You
anyway.
gotta be blind first, because I think that kind of helps him. Think about it though. He can't see, so he's got to focus up.
Yeah, like in season 2, man. I mean, he's fighting all those ninjas,
Yeah.
and he's tracking their weapons, because
It's
he can hear their
cool.
blades cut through the air,
Fucking
and
sweet, 'cause
then
he,
they
like-
drop them
Yeah.
because they learn that.
Because he like focuses. He's blind, so he really has to focus on sound, which I think that show is a masterpiece in that sense. Like, they really pay attention to his specific abilities or his disabilities, and the way
Dude,
they do.
there's a
sound.
Batman Daredevil crossover comic book,
What?
and Batman was
God,
able
who
to
would win?
figure out that Matt Murdock was Daredevil,
Oh,
because
sure,
he
yeah.
deduced that he noticed Matt's reflexes, and he deduced that Daredevil was blind because the way he turns his head to listen,
Because he
and how to
listens
fight.
with his ears,
And
or he sees
Daredevil,
with his ears. Yeah.
Daredevil So I'm sorry. You said he sees with his ears. I'm sorry. So in the Defenders, Iron Fist punches Luke Cage in the chest, and he sends like this huge shockwave out, and Daredevil falls to the ground, and he's covering his ears, and my friend was like, "My eyes!" It was so funny. Daredevil was able to deduce that Bruce Wayne is Batman because they have the same heartbeat. Like it's always
that's fucking
it's always the
crazy.
same still calm heartbeat,
Wow.
and he's like, "You're Batman." So
They're both like pretty good detectives, even
Yeah.
though he's like not Daredevil isn't trying to be.
They team up or something. I can't remember what they team up for.
It's pretty cool.
But yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't been watching really anything. I've been studying No Country for Old Men, you know, because of our shoot. And that movie is such a masterpiece. I think in 1 week I watched it like 6 times.
I haven't seen it in a while.
Dude, it's
but I love
so
that movie.
good. I mean, when I first watched it, I hated the ending for
If
that
I don't
film.
come back, tell Mama I love her.
Your
Your mother's dead, Llewellyn. I'll tell her myself. I love that.
Great line. And still to this day, it's considered like one of the best book adaptations to film ever. Yeah, it's so good. I read the screenplay, really good. Coen Brothers did an
This is
amazing
your lucky
job.
quarter. Call it.
Don't put it in your pocket.
Don't put it in your pocket. It's your lucky quarter.
Almost like Sean Connery.
They wanted him to like. There was a fan casting for him to be Darkseid in the Justice League movie.
Who? Don't say Sean Connery.
No.
Okay, Javier Bardem. Okay.
Dude, I love him in Skyfall. He's great. Man.
Oh, fantastic.
When he gives that speech about the rats when he walks up.
That's probably okay. Roger Deakins. He shot Skyfall and he shot
That was
No Country
just
for
that
Old Men.
single shot of him just walking down.
He is my favorite cinematographer for a reason. I mean, I think he's the best that's ever lived, and I think it's a bold statement, but
He's got like over 11 Academy Award nominations or something like
he's
that.
highly decorated.
I think he's won 3 or 4.
Yeah, no doubt for sure. He's so good. The cinematography in Skyfall is amazing. Is amazing. I mean, that whole scene where
Have you seen all of the Daniel Craig Bond movies?
Yeah.
We should do those. Well, right now it's slated for November, so we'll see.
I don't think it'll get pushed. I think God, I don't know. I hope it doesn't get pushed.
I like Craig's Bond.
Yeah, me
He's
too.
my James
He's
Bond
my favorite,
for sure.
yeah, definitely. Hate
Partner.
Pierce Brosnan.
I've never seen any of those. I've never seen any of the other James Bond movies.
Really?
I've seen pieces of which one's the one where he's got like the parachute or whatever, and he's
Is
like
it Tomorrow Never Dies or Die Another Day or Terrible CGI? Yeah, I think that's the title of it.
No Time to Die.
Yeah. So that's the show, guys. This is a shorter episode too because again, you know, this is a good movie, but it's 20 years old, so we don't really have too much.
Came out in 2002.
I mean, everyone's already said everything we've already said.
That's a great
1,000 times.
movie though. Like it aged very well.
It has.
Yeah.
Do love
And the way it's
it
shot,
ends,
it puts me in the vein of like how The Prestige and how Batman Begins is shot.
And we'll
Just
talk
from like
about
the color
Prestige.
grade and stuff that he puts on it.
Yeah.
But yeah. That's it.
Guys, don't forget to check us out on all of our social media.
Yes,
We've
sir.
got Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, our YouTube channel. If you can't listen to us on Spotify or Apple Podcasts or wherever you get your podcasts, you can always listen to us on YouTube. Because
guys, be sure to give us a like, give us a review.
Yeah, definitely.
Subscribe it. It definitely helps out our little channel.
Yeah,
here.
tell us what you
We
like.
Really appreciate it.
Tell us what you don't like.
Yeah.
If you hate me, that's fine. If you hate Chance, that's cool too. Tell us that. I want to hear everything.
Yeah.
Even if it hurts me inside.
Maybe we could read some of the if we get like some nasty comments, we'll read them.
I can't wait.
That'd be really fun.
All right, guys. That's it.
Stay safe.
Catch you on
Adios.
the flip side.
Catch you on the flippity flip.